Welcome to one of the past HSC exam question videos. In this video we're going to cover this exam question, which comes from the 2006 exam, and is question 16, which is worth 3 marks. What I'll do in a second is I'll read the actual question. Once over the question, you get about 5 seconds to pause the video. Once you pause the video, attempt the question, and then press play when you're ready. And I'll go over the marking guideline and a sample answer for this question to show you how to get full marks for this question. Alright, so when you're ready, pause the video. Welcome back. So for the first one, it's just define the term of the pathogen. To get full marks, what you have to do is correctly define what a pathogen is. That's 1 mark out of 1. And that's a very simple definition. So a pathogen is an organism that can cause disease. Obviously, pathogen examples would be a virus, not all bacteria, but bad bacteria. Basically, all viruses are pathogens. Bacteria can be pathogens, don't have to be. It can be good bacteria, protozoa, some parasites, etc., etc. Because all of these can cause disease. But definition is simply a pathogen is an organism that can cause disease. That would have gotten you 1 mark out of 1. And then the second part was complete the table below to distinguish between bacteria and viruses. Distinguish means be able to tell the difference. So tell the difference. So what kind of features would we have to list to make sure we can tell the difference between bacteria and a virus? So the marking guideline says to get 2 marks out of 2, we have to talk about the characteristics for each of organisms that distinguishes them, right? So what kind of features do they have that tell them apart? And these ones that I wrote down are bacteria are living, whereas viruses are non-living. Bacteria can reproduce independently, which means they can just do a binary fission, whereas viruses need a host to produce. Then we have bacteria which are prokaryotic, and viruses are non-cellular, which means they're not cells. Then the bacteria have a cell wall, whereas the virus have a protein coat. Now to get your marks, if you said they are living and the other ones are non-living, and maybe you add one more, so they have a protein coat whereas the bacteria have a cell wall, yeah, you definitely would have gotten 2 marks out of 2. So at most you should have maybe had 2 features there to get full marks. And I added some more just in case other people had different answers, but 2 answers on top and 2 answers on the bottom definitely would have gotten you top marks. Even 1 on both sides would most likely help you get full marks. But hopefully that was useful. Oh, and the question came from this dot point. Identify conditions under which an organism is described a pathogen. That was the first one. Define the term pathogen. And then distinguish between prions, viruses. Distinguish is the dot point itself between prions, viruses, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and macroparasites. And name 1 disease caused by each pathogen. Here they're just asking us to distinguish between bacteria and viruses. Right? But hopefully that's useful.